Hey, hi everyone. All right, finish loading. Okay. All right. Hi everyone. It always takes a second here to load, but I am here. I am definitely here. All right. It's Tuesday. Yay! It's 7 o'clock. It is time for us to talk about books. I'm going to share a couple of the new releases with you. I think they changed the camera now. It's like super zoomed in, and I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of how zoomed in it is. Is anybody else getting really sick of their webcam? um, I have a couple of this week's new releases to share with you. What I'm reading, some stuff on Hoopla, but that's it. I don't have a latte tonight. I have a glass of water that I've already finished because I am transitioning from Halloween to Christmas and like regular decor. I couldn't keep up the spider web curtains all year round. I thought about it. I thought about it. Um, but I'm trying out these black and white curtains, which one, despite the workout that it was to get those up, I fully anticipate them falling down during this live stream. Um, if they fall down during this live stream, I'm just gonna shake my head. It's like a tension rod, but it's a tension rod with finials, so it's actually very complicated to get it to stay up. And I've always done it myself. The past two places that I've lived, I put the Halloween ones up by myself, and today it just doesn't want to cooperate. So that was my workout, and that was why I've already finished a glass of water that I poured just a few minutes ago. Don't know how I feel about the black and white, but I think they'll look nice with some of the silver and white garland and lights that I have to put up for the holidays. As you can see, we've transitioned into Christmas. I decorated for Halloween really early, so now I'm decorating for Christmas really early because it's 2020. I think we could all use the cheer. And I mean, if we're going by publishing standards, I went over with you weeks ago. A lot of the holiday books came out in September and October. So, yeah, so if that falls down, it's fine. I anticipate it. Yeah, so I'm about like 60% Christmas and 40% Halloween, which is how it's gonna stay. Um, my little ghost that I have on the shelf, I have two ghosts. Well, I have more ghosts, but I have one ghost with a Santa hat and another ghost with a little reindeer hat that usually I make licorice wear, but this year the ghost is wearing it. So we're like 60-40 right now. um, but I did in the holidays last week, so I'm not going to review that one again. But it was fun. I haven't read any other holiday books this year yet. We'll see. I did. I didn't finish anything yet for this week. It took me a while to get started. I was so busy on something else. But I am reading this one. This is Apple Skin to the Core by Eric Gansworth. So he is a Native American author, writes a lot of young adult books. This is his memoir. It's mostly in, I guess it's free verse, and some of it looks more like traditional verse. See, like you can't see my hands. It's very zoomed in. Why are we so zoomed in today, Facebook, and last week? Weird. Anyway, so it's very interesting. I'm a little more than halfway through. He also includes some art, his own art that he draws that represents his family and himself and his experiences. I just saw one. Where did it go? And some art that is based off of the Beatles. He really likes the Beatles. He uses the Beatles a lot in some of his chapter or verse titles. Yeah, so he also shares some of his own art, his sketches. These are his. And it just talks about his experience growing up on the res and um, even back in his family's history, his grandparents and the school that they were sent to that was touted as this big chance of a lifetime, but it was really a place that they were sent to that encouraged them to erase their indigenous culture. And I think that kind of is familiar to anybody who had ancestors who immigrated here. Not all of us speak the language that our grandparents or great grandparents spoke because, you think you have to assimilate to a culture, but really we are such a melting pot, and there are so many cultures that make us special and unique and wonderful and help us learn about each other and make us ourselves. So this book talks a lot about being an apple, and where did that term come from? Nobody wants to own who called somebody an apple first, where they are really like white on the inside because they've been forced to be that way or because they're trying to be that way just to get by. And what does that mean? And just what it was like growing up. And he talks about a lot of stereotypes that he has faced, and he talks about a lot of just a lot about family history, which is really interesting. And it's a great first-person story, and I think some young adults will be familiar with him. Some of our teens will be familiar with him because he does have some other novels out. Let me just pull them up quickly. I'm pulling up my Goodreads, as usual. I love my Goodreads. We have a couple of them in the library. Actually, I think we have both of these. If I ever get out of here and Give Me Some Truth, those two top ones, and then you can see down there Apple, Skin to the Core. So we do have those. So I think it's always really nice when an author who writes for young adults writes a memoir or a nonfiction for young adults, but from not just a young perspective, but also a grown-up perspective, because I think it helps teens see where life goes. It's so hard when you're in middle school and high school and college to see beyond that, and it's really nice to see people overcoming things, people working through things, people dropping and climbing and dropping and climbing, because life is not a straight upward shot, right? We all know there are ups and downs, and I like seeing that, and it's nice if they're familiar with The Voice as a narrative, as a fiction writer, it's nice for teens to then be able to trust that author in a nonfiction title or a memoir. So really glad that this is part of our collection, and I'll probably finish it tonight. It's not that much left. So, and then I have 2 graphic novels to read this week. I'm doing another teen book review on Thursday, so I want to get through those graphic novels because I thought they were really cool. I'll probably talk about them next week. So this is what I've been reading this week. What have you been reading this week? If anybody has read anything awesome, or you're waiting on something, or something you didn't like, I always like to know if you didn't like it either. That's totally fine with me. As I always say, it helps me figure things out if you also tell me what you don't like to read. So there's that. I guess before we jump into a couple of this week's new releases, we can jump into some stuff that I saw on Hoopla that I thought was really fun. Do I still have it up? I can't remember if I mentioned this last week, but I know so many of us love the children's book Hair Love. Where is it? It's under my Hoopla. Right favorites, yep. Hair Love, which was, it was also a short, and it's a book, and it's just really adorable, but now it is getting a lot of press again. I mean, it's always, people are always recommending it, it's just so adorable, but it's getting a lot of press again because the audiobook version just came out, and it is narrated by Blue Ivy Carter, who is Beyonce and Jay-Z's daughter. So, I know a lot of people are really excited about that because it's like 2 really big pop culture icons, and I know a lot of girls look up to Beyonce, and to have Blue Ivy Carter narrate something to narrate this book. People just thought it was such a perfect fit, and apparently it is. The reviews for it are good. So I thought that was really, really sweet. So that's available on Hoopla. Yeah, I can't remember if I mentioned it, but I don't really remember talking about it. But I don't. What is time? What is time anymore? And then what else did I want to share? Oh, I don't think I saved it. There was something else that I was looking at, and now I don't. Oh, well, for kids, if you have kids or you may be seeing kids coming up for the upcoming holiday, if it's safe for you to do so or whatnot, or you want to read along with them, because on Hoopla, everybody can check one book out at the same time. There are no holds. So you can read something together over Zoom or FaceTime or something like that. That would be really cute. There are some picture books, Dino Thanksgiving, which just look at how fun that looks. Obviously, this is on the ebook section because it's a picture book. Oh, there was another one. Where was it? This one. I thought I saved it. This is a really fantastic non-fiction picture book. Non-fiction picture books, I love them because they're engaging for all ages, and they really grow with a kid. For younger kids, it's like a story, and they're enchanted by the pictures, and they follow based off of what you're reading and the story that they're hearing. But older kids start to learn what's in the text, and they start to learn there's a little bit of history or some facts, and I really love this. This is by Melissa Sweet. This is Balloons Over Broadway. Miss Marie and I really like this one. I really love this one, and it's the true story of the puppeteer of the Macy's Parade. Meet Tony Sarg, the puppeteer extraordinaire. Brilliant collage illustrations, Caldecott honor artist Melissa Sweet tells the story of puppeteer Tony Sarg, capturing his genius, dedication, zest for play, and his long-lasting gift to America, the inspired helium balloons that would become the trademark of the Macy's Parade. So I read this several years ago. This is actually from 2011, and it's just, I really like it. I always go back to it, and it's just really fun for Thanksgiving. And I also really like the collage style that they mentioned of Melissa Sweet is like a little bit of her hallmark, and it's really engaging to look at, and there's a lot to point out. So even if your little ones aren't reading, and they prefer to look at pictures, even if they are reading, whatever it is, there's a lot to look at. It's really fun. So those are just some of the fun things that you may not have noticed on Hoopla. I'm going to see if there's anything. Of course, all of the holiday movies are on Hoopla, which is a lot of fun. Oh, that was, I don't know if any of you have seen, this is also from a while ago. What year is this from? I don't know why it's not listed on here, the year, but August Rush. Oh my gosh, my friends from high school and I used to love watching that movie. It's a really cute, very sweet, very heartwarming story, and there's just lots of music and family involved, and I was really pleased to see that August Rush is available right now on Hoopla. It's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful movie. I really enjoyed it, so it was just nice to see every now and then something really special pops up on Hoopla. There's always so much to sift through. There are pages and pages of things to sift through on Hoopla, but every now and then something really special pops up that I just want to share with everyone. It's Carrie Russell and Jonathan Rhys-Meyers and Freddie Highmore, who you may know as the kid in the new version of the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Finding Neverland. Oh, Robin Williams is in it. I forget Robin Williams is in it. I love Robin Williams. I miss Robin Williams. I love Robin Williams. Yeah, that was one of the other ones. So yeah, August Rush is on Hoopla right now. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm probably going to watch it when I take a break from watching my cheesy Christmas movies, which there's no end in sight right now. There are so many new ones every week. All right, so let's go to what's new this week. I think I only saved a couple to share with you. There were a bunch of new ones, but I just only wanted to share a couple. David Baldacci has a new Atlee Pine thriller. This is the third book in the series. This is Daylight. So if you've already been following this series, which starts with A Long Road to Mercy and A Minute to Midnight. I know that one went out like wildfire. Why don't I remember Long Road to Mercy? Like, I remember a lot of them by covers because I just see so many titles, and a lot of them I remember by covers. And more visual. So if you're following that series, which is still pretty new, you will want to check out Daylight. Also available as an audiobook. And there are a lot of people waiting for this one. We have it at the library. I don't know if it went out already. I think it did. We also have a large print copy. And sometimes, pro tip, if you are waiting for a book at the library and you see that there is a large print copy available, usually the wait time is shorter. Not always, but sometimes it is shorter. And sometimes if we see a large print copy come in and nobody is actually waiting for it, we'll ask somebody who's waiting for the regular edition, hey, you want the large print? So sometimes grab the large print. A little heavier if you're traveling with it, but yeah, that's my pro librarian tip, is that sometimes the large print is doesn't have as long of a wait, and especially after a couple of months, sometimes the demand for the large print dies down faster than the regular edition, so you know that somebody who really needs the large print won't be waiting for it. Yeah. So like I said, if we know no one's waiting for it and it's not as in high demand as the regular edition, we usually let people know that that's an option. What else? Hey, she's coming. What's up? You can't sit on it today. There's no room. There's no room. She just woke up from her nap. She missed all the excitement with this, which is good. Yeah. You can sit here, but you can't sit on the computer today. We're not going to play that game. I know so many people are waiting for this one. It went out right away. We processed it today, and we linked it today, and it went out right away. The first person to get our copy was really excited, so I hope that person enjoys it. This is, but you can't go by the computer, okay? Oh, you can't even see her. Here she is. Say hi. Ooh, grumpy gills. Grumpy gills today. I'm grumpy when I wake up from a nap too. It's okay. So this is Barack Obama's A Promised Land. No. Hold on. Come here. I know. Sorry. Okay. There's just no room up here. And there's Christmas behind the computer. There's no room up here today. So on Libby, the audiobook is also available, and it is narrated by Barack Obama. A riveting, deeply personal account of history in the making from the president who inspired us to believe in the power of democracy. It is the first volume of his presidential memoirs. We were looking through it today. There are some really wonderful, wonderful photos. If you are a fan of Obama's, or if you are a fan of the presidents and learning about a president's time in office, I think you're going to like this one. So I don't know how many he anticipates writing. You're not allowed to go up there. She's back. Why do you do this when I'm live on the camera? Don't. You can lay down here. Lay down. Okay, she's laying down on my lap. She's going to knock everything over. And the curtains. She's done that before. Not here, but one of the last places that I lived, I had curtains on that rod in my bedroom, and she loved looking out the window. It actually happened to face a parking lot, but she loved watching the people come and go. She likes watching people more than she likes watching squirrels and animals and stuff. And one time she was very hyper, and instead of going around the curtains and off the windowsill onto the floor, she went through the curtains, and like I said, this is a tension rod. It's not screwed in. She took the whole thing down with her. It was probably 2:30 in the morning. It was great. Not great. I'm just trying to find some sound bites from this. Description is really long. This beautifully written and powerful book captures Barack Obama's conviction that democracy is not a gift from on high, but something founded on empathy and common understanding and built together day by day. Extraordinarily intimate and introspective, a story of one man's bet with history, the faith of a community organizer tested on the world stage. Obama is candid about the balancing act of running for office as a black American, bearing the expectations of a generation buoyed by messages of hope and change, and meeting the moral challenges of high-stakes decision-making. He is frank about the forces that opposed him at home and abroad, open about how living in the White House affected his wife and daughters, and unafraid to reveal self-doubt and disappointment. So I think, especially if you have read Michelle Obama's Becoming, I'm sure this will be a really nice companion. And again, I know I talk about it a lot, but if you haven't read Becoming, the audiobook is amazing. She's so well spoken. I expect the same from him. I know that he was always he always has been a really good speaker and continues to be so. So, again, for those who are fans of learning about a president's time in office, or if you're fans of Barack Obama, check this out. So there's a long wait for it, so get your name on the list. You can request it at bccls.org or go ahead and put your request in here on Libby. Another very popular author, I know we have some super fans of Danielle Steele. This is All That Glitters. Got a lot of Danielle Steele super fans at the library. I believe we got this one done at the library today too. No audiobook right now. Fiction, literature, romance. A dazzling new novel. Nicole Coco Martin is destined to have it all. As the only child of doting and successful parents, she has been given every opportunity in life. Having inherited her mother's stunning beauty and creativity, along with her father's work ethic and diligence, she has the world at her feet. Her graduation from Columbia is fast approaching, and with it, the summer job of her dreams working at a magazine. Oh, to be young. Between work, leisurely weekends at her family's house in Southampton, I'm trying to say like several words together at the same time right now. Not happening. And spending as much time as possible with her best friend Sam, life couldn't be better until tragedy strikes. Coco's beloved parents are killed in a terrorist attack while on vacation in France. Now devastated and alone, Coco must find a way to move forward and make her way in the world without the family she loved. Determined to forge her own path and make her parents proud, Coco pursues her dreams, dazzled by exciting opportunities that come her way. Her goals are to think outside the box and always play by her own rules. As she finds herself drawn to charismatic, fascinating men, each relationship will teach Coco new lessons, some delightful, some painful. She will come to realize what matters and how strong she truly is, and in the end, she will discover herself. Richly exploring one woman's poignant journey through life, All That Glitters is a compelling tale of challenges, heartbreak, discovery, and triumph. A powerful reminder that all that glitters is not the essence of life, and what is truly worth having was right there in our hands all along. So that sounds like a good one. I think definitely fans of Danielle Steele will really enjoy it. Fans of, just watching someone's personal journey in life affirmations will really be into this one as well. Let's see. Ooh, I accidentally went back. Keep going back too far. And another very popular author, one that is very near and dear to our hearts in Washington Township, is the late Mary Higgins Clark. This is actually her I think this was the last one that she was working on. This is Piece of My Heart. There we go. Which of course we did get in at the library. The last thrilling collaboration from Mary Higgins Clark and Alifair Burke. Let's see. Television producer Lori Moran and her fiance Alex Buckley, the former host of her investigative television show, are just days away from their mid-August wedding, when things take a dark turn. Alex's 7-year-old nephew, Johnny, vanishes from the beach. A search party begins, and witnesses recall Johnny playing in the water and collecting shells beyond the beach shack. But no one remembers seeing him after the morning. As the sun sets, Johnny's skimboard washes up to shore, and everyone realizes that he could be anywhere, even underwater. A ticking clock, a sinister stalker, and fresh romance combine in this exhilarating follow-up to the best-selling You Don't Own Me, another riveting page-turner from the Queen of Suspense and her dazzling partner in crime. So I know we've got a lot of super fans of Mary Higgins Clark, and we're big fans of her in Township, of course we are. So she's giving me the stink eye. She's like so mad that she can't come up here. So there she is. So definitely be on the lookout for that. There are quite a few people waiting for it here on Libby. I don't remember what the holds look like in person, but you can put your request in for the ebook or the hard copy. I know everyone's going to want to read this one from her. I think those are the new releases that I wanted to share with you. There were a bunch, but I just wanted to share a couple. Because I also wanted to show you, of course, on the front page of Libby when you open it, here are some cookbooks. Feast your eyes on this for Thanksgiving. All things food. So there are some cookbooks on here. There are some chef memoirs, some great ones. Ooh, America's Test Kitchen Bread Illustrated. I'm not a bread maker. I've never done it. I don't eat gluten. I don't eat wheat. But, you know, am I late for the trend for quarantine baking? Am I late on that? Or is that coming back? And then also Native American Heritage Month. There is a featured section on that down here, which features books for all ages, which is it's just a really good collection that you should definitely check out. Share with your friends, share with your children. Remember that we really need to be, this is another really popular teen one that we have in our collection. Remember that we need to read from all cultures, so I love it when we can spotlight that in our Libby and Hoopla collections, when we focus on different cultures for special months. And we try to focus on them all the time in our collection by getting so many different titles from so many different voices as much as possible. So I'm really pleased to see this here on the front page as well. What other featured collections? Social Justice and Activism down here. And some award-winning, what is this? Award-worthy reads. Winners and nominees of some of the big, like Book of the Year, National Book Award. So if you don't know what to read and you're looking for, I want something that was really well reviewed or noteworthy, you can definitely check out this prize winner section. Because sometimes people do ask for that. They say, like, I want something that was really noteworthy. I want something that's award-worthy. There's a whole section for that right now. And then, of course, I know a lot of people ask for great narrators. That collection is still here. What else? Yes. So, all the way towards the bottom, we have books about health. This is an excellent section to share with kids. There are picture books and audios, and some various languages, books about health. Germs are not for sharing. There's just a whole section of Curious George discovers germs, disease control, keep it clean, germ-free, go wash up, keeping clean. So just really great ways to talk about everything that's happening, especially as we enter cold and flu season. Again, I feel like we're always in cold and flu season. We never left it. just really great resources to share with your kids. Because we want to teach our kids to grow up being informed, and we want to be honest with them. We want to have informed little citizens of the world, right? So if you're looking for some resources on that, definitely check out the Libby collection. So I just wanted to share some of the collections with you today. I know I go through them periodically every now and then, but not often enough. So. And then some page to screen that was updated. That collection shows up every so often, doesn't it? So yeah, so those are some featured things on Hoopla and Libby, as well as this week's new releases. I think that is it for me for tonight. I'm going to see what I can do about those curtains. I don't even know if I like them. What do librarians do when they're not working? First of all, I'm working most of the time because I am obsessed. I'm so glad in one way that I've had so much time at home, because I've really reconnected with reading. I love reading. It's one of the things that drew me to libraries, and then the connection to the public and working with people pushed me further towards libraries. But I seem to have rekindled my love of reading, that flame. And I've been doing so much reading. So okay, yeah, so what do I do when I'm not working? I'm reading, but I'm also trying to figure out how to get my curtains to stay up, and do I even like the way I've decorated my apartment? So it's the rare glimpse into what librarians do in our off time. Not that different from what we do in our work time. If you think about Miss Marie and I hanging things from the ceiling and doing the haunted house, and we have something special coming for the winter holidays and the snow season. So yeah, not that different from my work hours. All right, so I hope that all of you can cozy up tonight with, your hot cocoa or your tea, a really good book, and a comfy blankie, and if you've got a pet like this one back here, and I just hope that everyone can enjoy the rest of their night. So remember, if you need book suggestions, go ahead and reach out to us using that book match form. It's for kids, adults, teens, it's for everyone. And of course, don't hesitate to call us at the library, and we can help you in real time on the phone as well. We always love talking to everyone, and we miss being able to hear all of your voices and see you all as frequently as we once were. So definitely reach out to us. We are here. All right, that's it. Enjoy the rest of your night, everyone, and I will see you all soon. Don't forget to tune in for Book Cooks tomorrow. I'm doing some Thanksgiving sides. Potatoes and pumpkins! Yay! All right, bye, everyone. Good night.